Here's a number that should stop you cold. 67% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck right now. And here's the part nobody talks about. Most of them are in their 30s and 40s. They're earning more money than they ever have before. And somehow, they feel more broke than they did at 22. If that hits close to home, this video is going to change how you think about the next 10 years of your financial life. Because your 30s aren't just another decade. They are the decade. The choices you make between 30 and 39 will either set you up for real wealth or lock you into a cycle of stress that follows you into your 50s and beyond. So let's break down the major money milestones you need to accomplish in your 30s, starting right now. The first milestone is the one most people skip, and it costs them everything. You need a fully funded emergency fund. I'm talking about 3 to 6 months of your actual living expenses sitting in a high-yield savings account, untouched, ready for the moment life throws a curveball. And it will. A Bankrate report from early 2026 found that only 47% of Americans can cover a $1,000 emergency from their savings. That means more than half the country is one car repair, one medical bill, or one job loss away from financial disaster. In your 30s, you don't get to be part of that statistic anymore. This isn't about being paranoid. It's about being prepared. When you have that cushion, you negotiate differently. You make career decisions from a position of strength, not desperation. You sleep better. Everything changes when the safety net is in place. Milestone number 2. Eliminate high-interest debt. I'm talking credit cards, personal loans, anything charging you 15%, 20%, or more. That kind of debt is a wealth destroyer. Every month you carry a balance, you're paying the bank to keep you broke, and it compounds against you in the worst way. If you're in your 30s and still carrying credit card debt, make killing it your top priority. Use the avalanche method. Attack the highest interest rate first, while making minimums on everything else. Or use the snowball method if you need the psychological wins of knocking out small balances. Either way, the goal is the same. Get to zero. Because once that weight is off your back, every dollar you earn starts working for you instead of against you. Now let's talk about milestone number 3. And this is the one that separates the average from the wealthy. You need to be investing consistently for retirement, and your 30s are when the math really starts to matter. Fidelity recommends having 1 times your annual salary saved for retirement by age 30 and 3 times your salary by age 40. So, if you're earning $60,000 a year, you should be aiming for somewhere between $60,000 and $180,000 in retirement savings during this decade. In 2026, you can contribute up to $24,500 to a 401k and up to $7,500 to an IRA. If your employer offers a match, take every penny of it. That's free money. If you're not investing at least 15% of your income toward retirement, you're leaving your future self in a tough spot. And here's the thing about your 30s. Time is still on your side, but the window is narrowing. Every year you wait costs you tens of thousands in compound growth. This is the decade where consistency pays off more than anything else. In this clip, you saw a few smart moves to make in your 30s, but that's just part of the strategy. Click the link in the description and watch the full video to see all the next moves and how to keep building your money the right way.